Crimson Light Show has brought us to the main event of the evening here in Titletown, and what a game we have in store. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Sends it downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The short hands, it's Hampton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hampton. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out, and he sets his offense up in 1st and goal.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Back's got it. Touchdown, Alabama! They grab the early lead.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Illinois' offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence. Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback home.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Going for the big play. Hauls it in down the sideline. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The lone back's got it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
There he goes. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Oh, spins away, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Makes the catch. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They've got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. And
here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Russell. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that in throw.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They'll give it to the back. Quick spin on the ride. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking for a man. It's Blue. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle. It's West.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man. They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Blue. Flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tagged.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Got it looking for a first. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, he either didn't get all of it or he's the most accurate kicker in college football because he hit the crossbar and still it somehow went in. Great trick shot from 40-plus.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Illinois right back to the line. To throw, it's Blue. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Green. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown time!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Blue. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's West. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Illini! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Got enough for the first.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On first down from their own 22. They go to the draw. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running back searching for a hole. Breaks the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Little touch pass to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Plucks it out of the air. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. When we talk to coaches, David, a lot of times we zone out when they say we got to get the ball in the hands of playmakers. Except when they get the ball in the hands of playmakers.
And, Reese, I think that's smart, right? Like, get your best players the football and get them to them fast. Let them do the rest of the work. You can see he gets the football. He can make somebody miss, make those big plays. You've got to highlight those playmakers.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Off play action. Blasted as he lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Bloom. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping them. A couple more.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I love the aggressive nature by the offense, trying to throw this in the end zone for a TD, but this is the risk when you drop your quarterback back close to the goal line.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Russell. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he reels it in inside the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Gonna run it. It's Hill. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll take it himself. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to throw. It's Blue. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Handoff to the single running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that, Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Staley. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Tosses it incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He wants to change this route. Third down play from the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Bounced right back to them.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Back to pass. Snowed under by the defense.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Illinois needs a big play here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And here comes the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bama! He shed tackles like a snake, getting rid of his skin. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Gonna swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harrison. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Illinois! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead.
Breaks gets into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the gun, running back on the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.